going. And I understand why the state does not want beginning drivers to put gas in their car. Because they spill gas on themselves. Gas stations and parking lots are really dangerous. You have a lot of people driving around in multiple locations. So you really have to take your time when you come to the end of these parking lots and driveways. So we have to stop. Then I have to get over to the left lane and I have to wait. Now this reminds me, because I'm a state certified driving instructor, I had a young lady last summer, she had a panic attack. It took her about 3 minutes to make this left turn. And I supported her. I didn't say anything. Cars were honking. They were mad. And I just want to support her. I want to show you what this looks like. And any situation can make us overwhelmed. But some of the basic things that beginning drivers do have a cascading water effect. I'm looking right now. I see my gap. And then you have to go. It's like walking on a tightrope. You got to start. Because if you don't start, you won't finish. Now, I look at this red arrow. It means stop for us. We're safe. We can breathe. And we can take our time. Now we need to move ahead, just like moving up in line. If we go too far up, I'm going to go into the ditch. If I don't go up far enough, I'm going to go in the wrong lane. A lot of my beginning drivers panic. And you can see the fear in their eyes when they're starting to merge onto the freeway. So I try to support them and just take my time. And I speak to them and give them the support they need. Here's my gap. And I know how it feels. All of you know when you go into the expressway, like this curve. This is called a cloverleaf. I can tell instantly, like right now, you can tell I'm okay. But if I turn the wheel too much, I'm going to go into the ditch. I have students panic. And when I don't hear the sound of them accelerating, picking up, I know we're not going to make it. Like, they didn't even put on their blinker, man. What's going on? But I really try to be as patient as possible. And sometimes you have to drive with the sound off because people are so stressed out. And because I have practice in teaching people how to drive, helping them with emotional support, I give them the emotional support they need. It's kind of like going to speak to a crowd of people. You feel your heart in your throat, and you don't know what people will say. And are they going to judge me? Do I have something in my nose? Some students are so stressed, they grab the wheel and they drift out of the lane. Like you walking in high school and you walk too close to people and you accidentally nail someone in the face, and then you say, I'm sorry. But then they tell their friends that you accidentally pushed them. And then the next thing you know, at lunch, there's a group of about 10 kids looking at you like there's a problem. What I try to do is have my students relax. Let me show you what this looks like. Like, this is a really peaceful drive right now. We're smooth. It's relaxed. It's peaceful. Usually, as a driving teacher, I can feel the steering wheel tighten up. Like, for instance, this fool behind me, I'm doing almost 75, and they're riding up on me. Okay? So, what I want to do is just lift my foot and not let them. That made me very angry for a moment, that black vehicle, because I'm doing everything right. I was almost at 80, and then they're doing about 85. So what I need you to do is not let the outside influence make you mad. We have to go step by step by step. They just cut off a semi-truck. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I do want to make more. I need to. Thank you. You made someone smile today. And I have more too. There's so much information. Semi-trucks cause unusual stress on students. They hang around them. And trust me, when my son was being recruited by Bowling Green State University in Bowling Green, Ohio, no pun intended, we saw a semi-truck tire, poof, explode. There was a white cloud of smoke. Visualize this with me. We're on 69, getting ready to get to Ohio. He was late. I'm trying to get him there, trying to get him an offer, another offer. We saw the semi-truck tire explode. I'm saying, man, let me stay away from this tire. I don't want to get any of that, those bits of rubber. They could take out the car, take out the tire. It could be horrible. Okay? So I saw that big cloud of smoke. I said, hey, Myles, yeah, Dad, you see that tire? Yeah, that was scary. I'm like, that's very scary. If there's anything I want you to understand, stay away from semi-trucks. He made it down to, well, we both did. I was driving. We got to Bowling Green, Ohio, Bowling Green State University, but he was very dehydrated. He had cramps. He ran decent. He did good in the drills, but they gave the offer to someone else. But lesson learned. If your son or daughter needs you, I'm going to stay in this lane. You do what you need to do. All of you can agree. Let's talk about driving on this curve. This really challenges a lot of adults and teens because they end up gripping the wheel really hard. Literally, I've had students almost drift into this cement wall to the left. You see those marks? That's from us. Yes, I had a tire blowout in Ohio, meanwhile getting lost in West Virginia. Look, it was the Toyota Camry. They are very reliable. I was driving in Ohio, the rear of the car started shaking. Pow! I said, oh my God. It's a good thing I took automotive shop in high school, and I took some automotive dyno shops classes because I had extra credit after my football scholarship. I took an automotive shop class in college, built a motor, did dyno testing. It's a good thing I knew how to change a tire because the steel belts were sticking out of the tire. I stuck my thumb, had a couple steel belts in there, and that hurts. And I was out by myself in Ohio. Parents down in Texas. I remember that. The Toyota Camry was excellent. A little rusty. But that back tire blew, it scared the hell out of me. So if you've ever heard a tire blow, you type yes in the chat. I've observed flat tires 3 or 4 times a year in the driver's ed car, because students drive toward the curb, picking up all that dirt, grit, nails, everything. And what I try to tell my students, the most important thing between you and the road is your tires. My dad told me that also. Boy, make sure you have good tires on your car. I said, okay, Dad. He told me that as advice. He was a Southern guy from Alabama. He played football for Alabama A&M, part of the Great Migration. My parents were hard on my brother and I. They did not play. Okay, don't have me coming up to that school. Don't disrespect teachers. I'm like, okay. They did not play, right? We need strict parents like that again. You know, I'm going to go see my brother. He's in the hospital, and I have to get there before 7. It's 6:20. So I'm trying to stay calm. This is a serious drive. And I'm trying not to go 80 or 90 or 100. I can't, because I'm an instructor. And if I get a ticket, I'll lose my instructor's endorsement, a high-speed A ticket. So I'm trying to cruise between 70 and 75 and take my time. Have you ever driven under stress? I have. And time can't go fast enough. And it's like when you're trying to be really careful, other people are doing like 80 and 90 and just tailgating you and cutting you off. Because I really just want to be left alone. I'm going to get over to the left lane, because my heart's heavy right now. I'm thinking about my brother. He's got congestive heart failure. His kidneys are not good. He was peeing blood. I'm being real with you. I have no reason to lie. And it helps when you talk to your community. If you've ever driven to the hospital, you can't get there. It's like you can't breathe. It's just like you can't breathe. And you can't get there fast enough. You want to get to your loved one. And if I can get there before 7, they'll let me in, and then I can stay. If I can't get there, they won't let me in. I'm not going to start a scene and act all crazy. I'm trying to stay smooth. I don't want to be cut off. I just want to be safe. But you see people who are putting us in danger all the time. I observe cars not using blinkers. I've observed cars aggressively tailgating. Have you observed people aggressively driving? Like this driver ahead of us. Their blinker has been on for a moment. I want you to trust your judgment when you're driving. I want you to really think for a moment. It's not going to serve me any purpose if I speed to get to this hospital, because I could get pulled over, I could get a ticket. I'm just trying to be calm. And once you drive, you're going to understand what I'm saying. I'm trying to drive clean. What does this mean? I'm in the middle lane. I'm observing people not using blinkers. Because I'm an instructor, I look at traffic in a different way. And you're going to observe people not using blinkers, tailgating. This Explorer just has the high mount brake light. I know you see this. You see how dangerous this is? I've learned in automotive shop in high school and in college. Take care of your lights. You see this? What is going on, man? You got to care about your vehicle. I remember in high school, I had a burned out tail light. And my dad said, make sure your tail lights and headlights work because you can get pulled over. That's how police trap you. I didn't believe him. I had a burned out tail light for 24 hours. I was right outside the metro area. And guess what? I got pulled over. And I got a ticket for an equipment violation. And that gives police a reason. Listen, I got equipment for I got a ticket for equipment violation. A burned out tail light, burned out headlight. This invites the police to pull you over. Hey, sir, your tail light or headlight's burned out. By the way, opening the door, license, registration, proof of insurance. I was driving the driver's seat car because I'm an instructor. The headlight was burned out. I passed by the police. I looked in the mirror like, oh my God. They swung back around, woo, pulled me over. They said, hey, sir, your headlight's out. I said, it's the company's car. It's not my own. We're going to get it fixed. They checked the insurance, registration, my instructor card. It's not police harassment. They're just doing their job. This ramp is extremely dangerous. Traffic backs up very fast. Whoa! You saw how fast that backed up? Whew. And if I panic, I would have hit this Nissan. I want to show you how close this vehicle is behind me. Do you realize if I cough, I'm joking, but if I cough, they're right on me. Give people room. And that's a violation of space. You know, you want to have a space cushion. I'm telling you these things because I'm an instructor and you need to understand and you need to know. K-N-O-W. And this turn is tricky. And I'm scanning the intersection. And I would continue with safety and fidelity. That car went right in the wrong lane. This truck to my left, you'll see it when it comes in frame. Now I'm right at 35. These cars are freaking tailgating me, man. All right, I'm gonna get over one lane to the left. And when you get off the expressway, you are velocitized. You've been moving. We're moving about 65 or 70. The speed limit is 35. It's really easy to go 50 or 60. Police will park deliberately right off the expressway because they know you're going 10 over, 12 over. I'm never going to get a ticket like that. Please promise me. You're never going to get a ticket like that. You're going to hear my voice changing because I'm really emotional. I'm getting closer to my brother. But I've got to remember getting here safely. Is my brother okay? Will he know who I am? Where's St. John's? This is a real hospital. I'm not making this up. Henry Ford St. John's. You see it. See the sign? St. John's Hospital. Whoa. Okay, I'm going across. All right. This is the parking lot, I believe. And these parking lots are really kind of scary too, because people can come out on you. And I'm trying to be safe. That's not a spot. And yes, you have to use your blinker. I just got a text from my aunt. She said, I'm in the wrong area. What? You know how it is when you're panicking and nervous, you can't get there. It's almost like you can't breathe, like you just can't breathe. I'm trying to take one step at a time. I don't want to hit anyone. I don't want to be hit. I want to get there safely. I'm really trying to think my way through. Kind of like someone planning a party for you. When do you come home? How many people are going to be there? They're going to make a phone call. I've observed a lot of people running lights to get to a hospital, and I don't want to be one of those people. Have you ever rushed to the hospital before to see someone? I'm really trying to not fall apart and just be together. I don't want my brother to see me crying. I'm really trying to take one step at a time. My aunt sent me a GPS map. I'm in the wrong area, guys. I'm going to back up. I'm sorry about that. I'm not thinking properly. I'm looking. I do not want to get hit or hit someone. And I'm not relying on the backup camera. You see me looking. Okay. And I have very sensitive eyes. These lights mess with my eyes. And my aunt texted me and said they're on the other side. So this is a very tight turn. Like, I don't want to hit a pole. And I got to yield. These cars don't stop. And I will stop because I want to follow the rules. I want you to follow the rules. It's like I can't get here fast enough. And why do they have all these stop signs here? And I gotta come up here and stop. I know I'm going the right way because the signs are facing me. That's for valet parking. I'm not paying to have someone park my car. I'll yield for all pedestrians. Because people can just run out, particularly little kids. There's a lot of people coming out. Then I'm going to stop. Okay, he gave me the right of way. I'm gonna wave. And I know I'm going the right way because you can see the arrows on the ground. And I'm gonna have to get in here. I'm gonna try to park as close as possible. I don't wanna run this stop sign. I always try to follow the rules because the one time you don't, you're going to get a ticket. Okay. Oh, man. Come on. All right. Is this thing even going to work? All right, all right. I'm just trying to be courteous here. I'm going to try to find a spot. I'm really trying to be careful because the closer you get to the hospital, the more emotional you get. Could I be this lucky? Oh, I don't know what they're doing. Okay, well, I'm just going to pull in here and take this spot. Sorry, I'm not even going to look at them. I made it here. I gotta breathe a second. I know in about 2.5 or 3 minutes I'm gonna see my brother. I've got to be strong for him. My auntie's there, my uncle's there. I'm trying to take one breath, one step at a time. Because life starts in a hospital and life ends in a hospital. I really want all of you to understand this because when you're driving under stress, you don't really think. You don't care how fast you're going. You blow through stop signs. This is why I'm trying to breathe and let my heart drop. You know, I remember when my brother was little, we were both playing. He ran through the screen window and broke the glass. He cut his foot open. He had to have 12 stitches. I remember that. My dad flying through the neighborhood to get him to the hospital. He lost a lot of blood, and he told me just hold his foot with the towel, direct pressure. I got some blood on me, I remember that. I've observed a lot of pressure, people making fatal mistakes because I'm an instructor, losing control of the car. Thank you, John. I do appreciate you. What I've learned, John, is take your time. Remember your processes. Go step by step by step. And that's what I want to do. Here's what I recommend you do next time. I recommend you subscribe because we're going to go into great detail about driving in a masterclass under pressure because they don't teach this. So I recommend you subscribe, and I'm going to take my time to explain this to you. Because I'm a state certified driving instructor, I really want to help you. So I want to say thank you. I'm going to let you know how my brother's doing. I will tell you, and I will be honest. So I recommend you leave some comments and join the masterclass.